Botanical Gardens from 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. It's a full day of laughter, games, music, and unforgettable memories. And tickets going for 300 Ghana cedis for a family of 6. Just buy your ticket through Momo number 0593038842. The account name is Multimedia Group or Daniel Boyfio. Reference your full name and add PIP. Keep your receipt for verification on 26th December at the gate. JFM Family Party in the Park is powered by EcoBank, sponsored by Gino, Frito, Jamadi Detergent Powder, M Tickets, Anomansa Beach Resort, Elmina, Doormaster. Minsaka. We say numbers don't lie. Over 1,000 winners this week in the Still Minsaka promo. From 100 Ghana cedis to 200 Ghana cedis e-cash. Brand new Yellowbiz routers and even up to 2,000 in weekly prizes. 2,000 Ghana cedis, yeah? And here is the big one. Keep transacting on the Momo app and you could walk away with the ultimate prize, a jaw-dropping 100,000 Ghana cedis. And remember, it's not just payments and money transfers. Bank to wallet transactions, savings, loans, investments, pensions, POS transactions, and Momo transactions from other partner platforms qualify. So your chance awaits. Download the Momo app, keep transacting, and you too can say Minsaka. Accra, get ready. It's the Red Wave Christmas Fair by Belacqua and Friends. And it takes over Accra Mall from 5th to 7th December. Come and enjoy discounts on Belacqua, Bell Beverages, Bell Pack, Blue Pack, and many more. Plus, great vibes, refreshing drinks, family fun, and surprises from Santa. Each day comes with its own special experience. On Friday, that was yesterday, we had the party in the park. Today is the Children's Day, a magical day for kids with interactive games, face painting, giveaways, and Santa moments they will never forget. Tomorrow is the Chop By experience. Comes with a delicious celebration of Ghanaian cuisine prepared by your favorite local food vendors. If you're a food vendor and you've still not called to be part of this one, look sharp. 020-413-9396 is the number. 020-413-9396. Call to book a spot now. Don't miss the wave everyone will be riding this festive season. All right, and it's time for the big discussion, the big conversation. December in GH. Already the events are coming, one after the other. December in GH for the past 6 years has become government's brand name for all activities that happen in Ghana from mid-November to early January. Which of the events are you attending this time? Family party in the park, of course. Joy FM Carols Night. The old school jam. Not many people come into the country during this time. Some of them are whiling away time. They are having entertainment activities. Some are tasting our culture, networking, and all that. Today we're talking about how December in GH events can help rebrand Ghana to the outside world, to the diaspora, and how it can transform the country into a premier destination for visitors. And I have right here Lateef Abubakar is CEO of Globe Productions. They're coming up with a big 3-day event. Robert Cly is here, head of communications, head of events and publications. Head of public events and communications, Chatterhouse. Let me pick up my phone and get details. This well described, so that I don't make a mistake. My uncle is here. Yes, I mean my small uncle. My big uncle is Uncle Ken. My small uncle is Uncle Francis Doku. And Uncle Francis is the CEO of Maestro Africa Group and West Africa Regional Representative of Africa Tourism Partners. That's my small uncle. And my big uncle is Uncle Ken Adi. Let me say hi to all of you. Hello.
Kwame.
Yes, sir.
For the purposes of this program,
yes, please.
Your small uncle should have been, contacted to do what do you call it? Give a presentation. Sure. Thank you. Thank you. Because this is his domain. Sharp.
Oh, yes.
Francis Doku.
Oh, yes.
Hello, Philip.
Oh, but he will do a presentation anyways.
He will do a presentation. Once he's here.
He might not show slides, but he will still slide his way through.
When I saw the topic, I said, hey, I thought Tony Lane.
We'll also be joined by George Bosopim, who is PR for GAFTA. Yeah, so this shows today's topic is a huge one. When I posted, people were like, oh, nice, good topic and all that. Now let's get to understand what December in GH is. I'm getting onto the various GTA platforms to get something to read, so we understand even before we take off and have the discussion. So, December in GH was launched by the Ghana Tourism Authority in 2019 as part of the broader Year of Return campaign. The initiative was created to position Ghana as a top destination for the December holiday season, not only for Ghanaians, but also for the global African diaspora and international visitors. December in GH aims to combine tourism, culture, art, and entertainment, offering a range of culturally rich festive activities through December and sometimes extending into early January. The GTA sees December in GH as central to Ghana's tourism and creative economy strategy, using culture, entertainment, heritage, hospitality to attract visitors, especially during the festive season. It supports reconnecting members of the African diaspora with Ghana, bringing together locals, diasporans, continental Africans, and foreign visitors under a shared festive cultural umbrella. And this is basic. This is what the December in GH stands for. Yeah, and for the past years we've been experiencing this. I'll go around and ask how each of us have felt or celebrated or lived December in GH over the years. Let me start with you, Robert Clark. December in GH from 2019 till now, how have you lived it? How have you experienced it?
As a matter of fact, I mean, before the official launch or the name out there, it's something that we were already doing. It's been powered by the private sector for a long time, where every December series of events are organized. I know Charterhouse, we've been doing the comedy show on 26th December consistently. And then in the past, we used to be heavy with the Ghana Rocks in partnership with Aquaba UK and all of that. Yeah. Aquaba UK still has footprints, in December, back-to-back, many days of activation, parties here and there, all the way stretching to sometimes the first week in January. So there are quite a number of programs that have been part and parcel of this. Even before the official naming of December in GH activity, there were still, activities in that particular space. So by virtue of the fact that I do this work, I've already been, active in the space. And on my own, I think in the past, before even joining Charterhouse, we had quite a number of things we used to do with respect to dance, where we had the Afro-Latin community also having series of programs in that particular space. So yes, there were things that we did in the past responsible for contributing to the excitement that Christmas brought. And that is what we have followed through. And we are happy that the governments have, basically seen what has been happening in the space, and they have stepped it up by officially launching and taking the entire experience to the next level. So if you're asking me how I've been celebrating, I think I am, as somebody who's got love for the space, I have already been active in terms of curating events and certainly attending other events as well. So yes, that is how my participation has been in.
Let me come to Uncle Francis Doku, and you being a cultural person, arts, tourism, largely tourism person, how would you assess the impact of December in GH on Ghana's tourism over the past 6 years?
Well, I think we must commend ourselves, as a nation, and I mean even more so as a destination. Because I mean, just to add to what Robert said, this is something we've been doing. I mean, as long as we all know, there is so many events, around December. I remember when Vibe FM used to have this Vibe Street, carnival. It was a big thing,
huge,
massive. Osu, Oxford Street, all the way to Independence Square and all that. So we've been doing these things, for a long time. I mean, Joy FM has been in there with the likes of Night with the Stars, with KTK, 90s Jam, and all that around the festive period. Yeah. And so has, many other media houses and event companies. So we have been doing this for some time. Okay. But I think it's commendable to note that the state, if you like, through the Ghana Tourism Authority, has since for the past 6 years tried to make it into something that will be put together and marketed as part of our destination. So even though we were doing it, it was a bit scattered. Everybody was just involved in doing their thing. But I think over the last 6 years, and we need to commend ourselves. That's why I say commend ourselves that as a destination, we put it together and said that this is what we're offering to the world. And it's been impactful because not just among the diaspora in the Caribbean and America, who have been the biggest patronizers, if you like, of this particular, marketing idea, but across Africa, everywhere you've been to or anybody you've spoken to in different markets, from Zimbabwe to South Africa to Kenya to everybody says that, listen, we want to come to Ghana in December. In fact, some people that I've met, even from Saudi Arabia, recently reached out and said, apart from the concerts that's happening, what else is there, that we want to experience when we come to Ghana? And that would inform whether we'll come or not, because we just can't come and attend a concert on 26th December at the Independence Square or something like that. But what else is available for us to do? So just to point out the fact that as far as awareness goes, Ghana has become very, very known for party around December, events happening around December, concerts and stuff like that. And so it's important, in my view, to commend the GTA for that, even though we'll come to it and say that perhaps we could have done even more than we have done. But as far as impact goes, I mean, same way that the Year of the Return was the biggest marketing campaign for this nation, Ghana, in a very long time, was very impactful, and a lot of people got to know about us, if you like, and even more so come here to experience what we have. So yes, I think that December in GH has been very well. It has been done, in a way that was different from what we were doing in the previous years.
And I'm looking at the charts in the tourism report. The figures of international arrivals.
150,000 people were here in 2024, according to the GTA. And that's
impressive.
That's impressive.
And if you do if you take a critical look at the other numbers for the various months, it appears December is always high.
It's always high. And we will speak about that and say that perhaps there are things we should do in other months to also look at how to improve the arrivals.
I'm sure that's the reason for the lifestyle experience.
But as far as December goes, I think that we've done well. And I've also seen that we are kind of preparing or have prepared to do better now, to build on the things that we've done in the past. Because previously, and it's been one of my biggest concerns and criticisms, that we didn't put marketing budget behind the December NGH it became kind of an organic thing, even though everybody is trying to promote their own shows. Afro Future was promoting theirs, Afro Nation was promoting, everybody was promoting their show. But as a destination, we said we've opened up for you to come, but we were not really putting a lot of but it looks like that is changing, because I've seen something. So I think that as far as December and GH is concerned, we've done well. From the Year of the Return to the one that followed Year of the Return was Beyond the Return, and now the Black Star Experience. We said we're offering,
but Beyond the Return is still there.
It's still there.
The office is still there.
Yeah, but if you engage, you realize that it's not referred to as such anymore as it is now. You know,
it is something which is there.
It is something which is a kunko, you know. But I think that we're building on. I mean, I said, everything is development towards where we eventually want it to. We're not there yet. But I think that we've as a nation done well. There's a lot of competition coming from across, West Africa is becoming the cultural destination, of Africa. So everybody wants to pick a piece of that pie. Last week was a big week in Freetown, Sierra Leone, where they hosted one of the biggest reggae concerts.
Wow.
With the likes of Sizzla Kalonji and Christopher Martin, and co were there from 25th to 30th. It was massive. Nigeria, as we know, has put forth, have put their both feet in the water and saying that they own the narrative for 30 December. It's okay. I mean, the likes of Benin, everybody's trying to. So I think that the things we need to do that as a destination will continue to lead. And I believe that we'll get there. Into the conversation.
Yes, we get to the things we need to do. Yeah. Let me come to Uncle Ken. Uncle Ken, over the years, for the past 6 years, how would you say December in GH has impacted our tourism, art and culture?
Oh, like everybody else has said, I think we were doing our own thing even before the December in DH coinage came about. But what has been different has been the coordination by the
GTA.
Yes, Institute. What do you call them? GTA.
Yeah, GTA, Ghana Tourism Authority.
I think that the dirty December was never a coinage by authority, was it?
No.
It never. I don't think it appeared.
You know something? I have reserved a portion of this whole conversation for December in GH, Dirty December argument. Okay. I love it. So
you love that. Eh?
So
we know you, beef man.
No.
So we would do that one. It's a separate.
So we've had.
But you can lay your preamble.
Various events that we've always known happen in December.
Yeah.
Like 24th for Kujuanchi.
Yeah.
The big festival over how many years now?
So many years.
Roverman Productions.
Festival of
Place. We've had events that have always been lined up for December because we know that December is a month where brothers and sisters from the diaspora troop home for Christmas and that kind of thing. So we have a lot of events to satisfy the whims and caprices of any of them as they come. I think that the momentum got higher when the GTA stepped in, over the past few years to help with coordination and that kind of thing. And it's been wonderful. As far as I'm concerned, it's been wonderful. I mean, but it has all been centered on fun. Fun-loving events. Okay, making money for the producers of the events and vendors alike. But after that, what happens? When they leave or after the events, what happens? I think that we've gotten to a stage where we have to be looking at long-term gains.
Okay.
For this December in the GH thing,
yeah.
Whereby the people who turn up are given the opportunity to meet top gurus in industry and stuff like that to see if they will be interested in pouring a lot of money into our economy.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, as far as I'm concerned, it's just like what we've been having over the years. We all wait for Christmas to chop chicken, and goat and have fun, and then that's it. Then we wait for Easter to chop chicken. I don't know whether you're allowed to chop chicken in Easter. To chop the same thing, So it's a good thing that we are expecting, this during this period, major music acts, food markets, beach raves. We have all those things. It's nice to have them for the patrons to make money, but we need to look at maximizing the period for economic gains.
Great. Thank you very much, Uncle Ken. Live on Joy 99.7 FM. This is Showbiz A-Z. And this afternoon, we're talking about how to rebrand Ghana through December in GH events. Let me get to you, Latif. Let me start by giving you the same question. How do you think December in GH has impacted tourism, culture, and arts in this country?
Of course, without doubt, and the figures actually speaks for itself. We attracted 150,000 people in December last year.
Yeah.
Don't we challenge figures sometimes?
We do.
When we were doing the report, we were here challenging figures.
Yes, we do.
And the rep from, was it from GTA?
So far, no. We do. But until we challenge these figures, we will stick to them until it's challenged.
Do you think it could be more or less?
No, I think it could be more. I believe it could be more. Because you see, mostly we do our analysis based on the air traffic from the airports. We hardly consider most of the people that come through via road. From
the report actually does.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay. Then. Okay. Once it's captured, then we would say that it's a fair report.
Those figures I got from the immigration.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember the guy. Yeah.
What we have big concern about is
domestic. The receipts. Yeah.
To be able to confirm whether it's the right figure.
the 4.8 billion that was reported. It's difficult to believe.
So I believe strongly that
that the figure is too small or what?
It's too big.
It's too big.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's too big. I believe strongly that
somebody said they received that money. You are saying that they didn't.
No, let's move on.
Sorry.
This one, this topic, it is huge.
Big one.
It's going to shift our focus.
sorry.
That's fine. Okay, so I believe strongly that it's made a huge impact on our society, on our tourism, on our culture.
Yeah.
This is because we're all talking about the fact that it existed. But now it has migrated into a nation-building tool.
Wow.
Once it becomes a nation-building tool, it means that we need to apply corporate marketing skill tools and techniques in making sure that we position it well for the world to appreciate what we are talking about.
Yeah.
We've tried a bit of the corporate marketing tool, which includes the packaging of all the events into a brochure, launching it, announcing all the series of events. That is one step forward. But again, we are way behind in the application, because once you brand it as a December in GH2, it means that it has to stand as a nation building tool, and it means that you must go hard when it comes to promoting it globally.
Okay.
Then you are able to increase the number of people you want. Because for me, bottom line, the essence of it is to attract potential investors, tourists into the country, one way or the other, across the globe.
Yeah.
It means we need to step up the game when it comes to the marketing bits of the product. That's basically what I can say.
You have an event during this period, December in GH.
Yeah.
It is called the African Festival. It happens from 28th
to 30th.
So 3 days.
Yeah.
For how long have you been doing this?
This is the third year.
Okay.
So
3 years running.
Yeah. I tapped into the year of return vision, and I felt that during the year of return, most of the activities that happened were more of musicals. Most of them, that's my belief.
Concerts.
It was more of musicals. And I felt also that, per our own research as an organization, we felt that the kind of people we also want to attract, majority of them, not much of them would like to be doing music, in terms of potential investors and tourists. The Gen Zs vibe to the music much. We have other sector of the potential investors and tourism, and investors and tourists who wouldn't love to be on those at the concert grounds. but they would also wish that there is a platform that they can relate to, that can attract them to come to Ghana.
Wow.
That gave birth to the African Festival.
Okay.
Where we decided to combine cultural art and cultural contemporary art and music to give people a feel of what they might have missed in terms of if it's just music that it's existing.
All right.
So we have performing arts, we have contemporary arts that brings almost most of the big contemporary artists across Africa to exhibit and showcase their piece happening at the conference center. Fortunately, this year, Ibrahim Mahama is building the biggest art piece on Africa at the African Festival.
Oh, really?
Yes, he's building. He has started actually building it. He has started working on it.
Wow.
Yeah, because
Please
it's
be
huge.
clear about the Ibrahim Mahama.
Oh, sorry.
The artist. No, the artist. The artist. The artist we knew.
So, and the music bit also brings artists across Africa to have a feel. So we are creating a brand where people who want to even travel to other African countries might have no reason to go but come to Ghana, because in Ghana, you would have a feel of Africa. You have the heart of Africa at the conference center.
Wow.
When it comes to food, you have the heart of Africa there. So you are able to experience the Senegalese jollof with the Gambian jollof with, those are the kind of experience we want to give to people. When it comes to contemporary art, when it comes to even tourism, the Den of History gives us a fair idea of most of the tourist attractions on the African
No, you
continent.
mean all these happening at the conference center?
Oh
area?
yes, oh yes, oh yes.
That's unclear.
Yes. It's conference center is huge.
Yeah, the back.
So when we talk about conference center, it's not just about the building, because it is at the African Festival that you realize that the conference center can host a desert with pyramid, with the pyramid of Giza.
A desert.
Yes. So basically, it's a huge space, and we are building huge installations that would attract people across the diaspora. Last year, we brought about 1,200 people from the diaspora to experience Africa at the African Festival. This year, we are hoping to do more.
Wow.
Kwame, I've never heard of Latif's African Festival.
You've never heard?
No.
It's always been running on this network.
No. I mean, he says he's been running this for the past 3 years.
Yes.
Yeah. This is the third year.
No, it's for the past 2 years.
This is a third year, so 2 years.
This is the third year. Okay.
Yeah.
I am very happy for Latif, because Latif works hard.
Yeah.
Very, 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 very hard. My issue is, if Latif was doing this in, say, June or July, where there were not so many other events
happening,
Latif would have punched hard and gotten the message across to a lot more people other than this period. This is my problem with the December in GH period, where the GTA picks this thing up and there are so many events thrown into a quagmire. And everybody that goes on the GTA schedule seems to think that the duty is for the GTA to advertise their shows for them.
Not at all.
What Latif is doing today is what everybody else should be doing. Going out to advertise your show yourself.
Yeah.
Because they cannot advertise everybody's show.
Not at all.
It's impossible. It's impossible. You know?
Uncle Ken, I
you disagree with me. You always disagree with me. You, Francis.
But I was actually going to add up to. But I was going to say, yes, what the GTA should be doing might not be internal in Ghana. Their role is to compile all these events. For me, is compile all these events and use it to sell the country globally.
And they have done that.
Yes, I mean that's.
When you say so, that's what an area that I would like to really know a little bit more about.
Okay.
Because you see, the thing is, there are about 200 million plus people of African descent.
Okay.
Some in the Caribbean, Brazil, America, etc., like different places. And we know that during the year of return, we literally saw the presidents in different places announcing, making the announcements, and that really happened, But I don't know if after the year of return itself, I don't know the amount of work that has been done in that particular space, because initially we mentioned that the marketing, for as long as you packaged it as a product, the marketing has to be huge. So where are they in terms of the diasporans that we are dealing with or we are focusing on? Where are they and how do we market it? I know Afro Chella, before becoming Afro Nation, they would do various parties.
No, wait, Afro what?
Culture.
Afro Chella.
You mean
Before becoming
Afro Chella
Afro Future.
becoming Afro Future?
Afro Chella before becoming Afro Future. Yes, good. Yes. They would do parties in different countries to be able to do more like promotional activities leading to the event in December. That simply means that you are interested in the diaspora or you're interested in tourists, and so you want to be able to create some form of excitement leading to the program. Maybe some works are being done, but I would really want to know how much work is being done in terms of international promotion for December in GH activities. So if anybody has got information, it would be nice to be able to.
I don't know if
I think I'm a bit worried when we say that has been done or that is being done. We haven't done much of that. We haven't really put a lot of budget behind marketing for the destination. I think that what Uncle Ken said, I mean, almost everybody who has an event at least tries to market it, to promote it using different platforms, from radio, TV, through out of home to digital and all that. And it will be about part of the biggest of your costs, right? Marketing becomes the biggest of your costs.
Expensive.
Huge.
Because if you want people to attend like Latif's 3 days event, you want people to be there consistently, there's a need for you as the person doing it, or it goes without saying that you have to market it. But I think what the point is it's really what Latif mentioned, that there's a responsibility on the part of the organization that is responsible for marketing this destination to make sure that they sell the destination as much as possible, so that those who will come in would know of Latif's what Latif is doing for his show, what maybe Evolution is doing for taste the culture, what Charterhouse is doing for Gastro Festival, and all, because they are advertising Gastro Festival,
Right.
Because it's their product, their event. So if you don't market it, definitely you not see. But the GTA has a responsibility, in my view, that we really market, and we see examples of what others do. Look at how, for instance, South Africa tourism markets the destination. They don't market individual events. It's not their responsibility to do that. They are saying that come to our destination. And when you come,
you experience.
Latif is doing his gastro is there, taste the culture is there, and all that. And we have taken this particular time as a way to market our destination. So it's important that we do more. As I mentioned earlier, I think that there's something currently happening.
Okay.
I haven't seen much of us putting out of home on the roads like we have now. I mean, if you drive along from the Liberation Airport right to 37, you see those flagpoles of December and GH. It's something that we haven't done much. Right. So maybe we started doing it. We did it, but we haven't done it in that scale. Because when it was launched in October.
Yeah.
Ordinarily, what would have happened that immediately after the launch, you should see the out of home, you should see the TVCs, you should see the online, digital promotions and all that. It didn't happen so. It took a bit of time. Maybe budgets were not approved. It will take a bit of time for it to do that. But I'm saying that it's good that we've seen that some of these things are happening. But we must do more than that. We must market it in those places where the people are. I mean, what we do, I know, is that when we go to exhibitions and trade shows and all that, we try to. But when it is happening, I think that there must be a way to do it more than. So my point is that yes, there's some effort. The individual companies that are doing the event are also marketing, but I think the GTA has a bigger responsibility, especially when we are marketing our destination as the Black Star experience.
Okay.
To properly put ourselves out there more than we have done.
Francis Joku, you mentioned the individuals doing.
Yeah.
You have a column, travel and tourism.
In Daily Graphic.
Yes. Explore Africa.
Yeah,
Explore Africa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, your column today
Yes.
speaks about December in GH.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What you put out there was, we are ready for December in GH.
Yes.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Now, that article is a bit lengthy. I mean, it's
It captured the various
categorized,
events.
you know, but all the pictures that you have there are of musicians alone.
That's so true, yeah. I can see them here. Shatawale, King Promise, Tiwa Savage.
This is the editor-in-chief.
Or like the managing editor.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Latif? Yes. And this is my worry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I support you. With
And
thousands of
Francis will
bags.
tell you he wasn't the one that put the pictures there. It could be
Who
the
put it
editor. It could be the
Whose
editor.
name is there?
Francis is the writer.
I have nothing to say.
Yeah, but that is that is true, because what we realize is that anytime we are promoting December in GH, we think music.
Yes.
And I think that for me, back to what Uncle Ken said earlier, we did a need analysis, and then we realized that there's a gap. That there are so many people from the diaspora
Yeah,
who also want an experience other than music,
great.
other than just
Just
music.
music.
So and so I was Uncle Ken. So you realize that though we have so many events in December,
Yeah.
majority of the events do well.
Oh, yes,
right?
they do.
Yes, majority of the events
They do.
well
Yeah.
because there are numbers. People, you have a lot of people coming in, so it's a good time to also
Plug
push
in.
Okay.
plug in
Yeah.
or put in your event. But then there was a gap, and the gap was that most people are thinking about music. Fortunately, at least Charterhouse started comedy way back,
Yep.
Way back.
6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
It's
fixed.
been like that.
1,000
yeah.
laughs.
And
Yeah.
1,000
yes,
laugh
that-
series. This is
Yeah.
1,032.
Hey.
1,032.
Yeah.
On
So
26th, and it's been consistent on 26th.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so imagine Charterhouse and Uncle Ebo stood out as like the different kind of option aside music
Yeah.
when it comes to December and GH. Then because those were the most popular events aside music.
True.
Yeah.
You understand? So we needed to step in to add up to the alternative, which is cultural contemporary arts
Yeah.
and a bit of African music to be able to tap into the markets that we are talking about. That market
Yeah.
where that market which is not interested in just music.
Yep.
There's that market there. So you need to develop products to be able to capture every sector of the diasporans that are coming into the country.
So two things I'll say to that. The need analysis, yes, we also did that. And so for this particular year, that is the reason why we have Gastro in the space, because again, that particular conversation needs to be held. And Gastro is seated at the beginning of the December and GH activities, the Farmers Day weekend. So today and tomorrow, happening at the La Palm,
Wow.
the Palms.
Yeah.
Now, again, we
Give him
have
an
another
give him
product
an
that
invoice.
is coming out that has to do with fashion. So also we are augmenting the fashion conversation on the
That's a
20th.
big industry.
On the 20th and 21st. Also because we discovered there's a need in a particular space, and it's something that we are going to go into. Quite a number of other things again have been analyzed. Even in terms of the music, we also realized that in terms of the fun, many more young people are catered to the neglect of the older ones.
That's what I think.
You understand? And then that became the reason why we introduced the Soul Train. Yeah, that was the reason why we introduced the Soul Train, which again this year is happening on the 28th. So it's, if you analyze the space, you'd realize that there are gaps and you need to be able to work around
fill
it.
it.
Okay.
There was a conversation that we had with the GTA, I think last week or last 2 weeks. It was a GTA together with event organizers within the space. And one of the things we mentioned, I literally proposed that we need to be able to take all the domains of the arts and
make
find
sure
and
there's
make
a
sure that
product.
we have products
Okay.
that support
Okay.
the various domains.
Various domains.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if we are projecting the
Important.
creative arts,
Yeah.
we need to be able to give off all
Important.
of that.
Great.
Yes. But even beyond that, we need to now start thinking of cultural curation. people are coming in. Can we say we have like you're curating like a 2-day or 3-day event where you're going to Kakum, from there you're going to Cape Coast, you experience the culture, then from there like various curations that basically gives you like a treat. So if you're here for 5 days, the beginning, this is what you are doing, and then this is how it ends, that kind of stuff. That is where we need to be able to focus our attention on, just to be able to give more mileage to
Back
people.
to the African Festival. So there will be a live theatrical Afro retelling of one of the greatest stories of human history by Lateef Abubakar.
In a village far, where tales were told, a warrior rose, his heart so bold. Breastplate rusted, shield of dreams on his horse, and I see that animal, brave and true, chasing another, sky so blue, through the laughter, through the strife, he saw the path of a noble life. With his story, to lay by his side, to lay by his side, to the gondolas, they ride as battle, dreams held tight, a hero's heart, burning bright. Oh, Mazalima, brave and true, chasing around, sky so blue, through the laughter, through the strife, he saw the path of a noble life.
Joe 99.7 FM Showbiz A-Z, and this is the theme song of a live theatrical Afro retelling of one of the greatest stories in human history. And this is put together by Lateef Abubakar. Lateef, this is a theme song to what exactly?
It's a theme song to a theatrical masterpiece titled Don Quixote Africa. Don Quixote Africa.
Okay, it's not Don Quixote.
It's a Spanish word, so the
Don
X
Quixote.
is, Don Quixote Africa. Don Quixote Africa is touted as the most read book in human history, aside the biblical and the Quranic books. It's like fundamental literature book for people in Europe. Almost everybody reads it.
Wow.
And last year, the Spanish government contracted me to adapt it into an African setting.
Wow.
So it's a novel. So we had to retell the story in an African way on stage. And it's going to be premiered at the African Festival.
It bears the same title?
Yes, so that's the title. Is the book, the novel is Don Quixote.
Yeah.
Now ours is Don Quixote Africa. So ours is Don Quixote Africa. So it's basically an interesting piece, and I always tell people that when you hear Don Quixote, prepare to rediscover yourself, to prepare to rediscover the power, the madness, and the magic.
Wow.
Yes, and that's basically what you should be thinking about. It's magical. It's I mostly don't like giving out the stories, but this is and if it's you've been informed that it is the most read book in human history, then you should know what we are talking about.
Exactly.
You should know what we are talking about, and that's basically something we are bringing on stage live.
Okay,
I mean,
and it's happening on which of the days?
On the first. That's
the first day.
So that's the
28th.
The 28th.
Okay.
It's the headline event on the 28th of December
at the Accra International Conference Center.
Exactly. So we're doing 2 shows. The first show is at 4 p.m. and the second show is at 8 p.m. And I'm so grateful to the Embassy of Spain. Basically, they are the sponsors to this particular event.
Good
and
one.
The government of Spain too as well.
Good one.
Yeah.
And there is this one too.
Haile Selassie, Jomo Kenyatta, King Mo.
take wing again. They walk beside the old Saji foam to finish the freedom they began from Jamaica's prophetic flame. From Jamaica's prophetic flame, Davi's voice still rose. From Ethiopia's throne of Lion Selassie's name endorsed. Davi's voice, Selassie's roar. From the heart of Kenya's struggle, Kenyatta's courage stands. From Morocco's desert sands, King Mohammed's spirit lands. Kenyatta's fire, Mohammed stand. And on the banks of Cairo's river, Nasser's dream flows wide, like the Nile that binds this continent to Africa's pride. Oh, the ones who lit our sky now return to lead us high from the clouds of yesterday to Africa's new day.
And this is another theatrical masterpiece coming from Lateef Abubakar, will also be staged during the African Festival. This is the second coming of Nkrumah. Welcome. Yeah. Lateef, so this is another one.
Yeah, a global spectacle is coming.
Yes.
And that's the second coming of Nkrumah, the musical.
And it's happening on which of the
That's
days?
happening on 29th of December.
Okay.
And the essence is to build theatrical products that could compete with the likes of the Hamilton, the likes of the Lion King, and so on and so forth. That's the biggest dream.
Awesome.
And we decided to use Nkrumah as the brand, as the leading brand in creating such theatrical masterpiece. And it's titled The Second Coming of Nkrumah. This play has been performed in a drama form. I mean, last 2 years, you know, but we had to rework it to meet international standards. So we spent 2 years working on this particular production.
What were you adding?
This is because the play actually originally had about 180 casts. Originally had about 180 casts, but we realized that that was not fit for travel because of cost and so on and so forth. We had to scale it down, turn it into musicals because of language barrier, so that we're able to tap into the global market.
I love that.
So now we have a play that we could boldly talk about, we could boldly sell, that could easily sell Africa and Ghana to the world. Trust me, it's going to be an experience at the conference center with The Second Coming of Nkrumah. The track you heard is the track that would welcome Nkrumah on stage. And Nkrumah, the second coming of, the idea behind the second coming of Nkrumah is also to jump into the conversation of economic emancipation for Africa. But we are using the creative arts to champion that conversation. Because we believe that it's long overdue. We have political independence. Now what we need to be fighting is economic independence. And for us to be able to achieve that, the play tells a story where we believe we have to go back to the ideologies of our founders. The second coming of Nkrumah is not necessarily about just Nkrumah coming, but Nkrumah is leading a revolution of the founding fathers of Africa back to Africa. And we are talking about the ideology of the founding fathers of Africa back to Africa. So we need to go back and read the ideology and see how best we could use that to achieve economic emancipation.
Wow.
That is basically.
So first day is Don Quixote.
So 28th is Don Quixote.
Philip.
And the second day is the second coming.
When I was a kid in Ghana, the name we knew was Don Quixote.
Don Quixote. Yes. Yeah, because that's they will say they're just pronouncing it.
No, I'll be fine. Yeah. Don Quixote, I'll be fine.
So Don Quixote Africa is on the 28th.
Yeah.
The second coming of Nkrumah is on the 29th.
Yeah.
And my brother here said something with regards to the music and the fact that most of the music that we experienced during the December in GH is more curated for the middle class, the young people, and the matured people or the elderly people are somehow left out. We also believe in that. our need analysis point out to the fact that a lot of the mature people who can actually invest in the country, who can actually tour and bring their families and sponsor people to tour, have been left out a bit. That's what we believe in. And
not a bit.
They've been left out.
Major, like
Major.
You know, yeah.
Exactly. They've been left out. So we decided to also develop a product on the final day of the African Festival, which is called the TAF concert, the African Festival concert.
All right.
Basically, to curate a musical activity that would easily attract those audiences that have been left out from the music bit. So you have the likes of Amanziba Natbiu, you have Grammy Award nominee Rocky Daouni. You have Bisa Simmons, you have Bessa, you have Adaha Band, you have Biala, you have all the way from South Africa, Yvonne Chaka Chaka, all performing on the 30th of December.
At this event.
At this event, yes.
That'll be
I
on
have an
Saturday.
issue with, you know, when I got the topic, I went on the website of GTA to check on some of the events.
Yeah.
And that's when I spotted Latif's
Event.
African Festival. So I said, hey, Latif, again. And when I see him today, I'll ask him how Ghana Must Go went. You know, Latif came here
Yes.
and told us about this production, Ghana Must Go.
Yes.
Put that aside. The second coming of Nkrumah, what I saw there, the flyer I saw there stated, the second coming of Nkrumah, musicals by Latif Abubakar. He said musicals by Latif Abubakar. So I was like, are people going to come and sing about Nkrumah's exploits or what? Because he said musicals.
Yeah.
Now, here today, he has now explained that it is actually going to be theater with music. Do you understand what I'm saying? But my issue is, if somebody just sees that as musicals,
okay, so
the second coming of Nkrumah musicals.
So in our in the performing art field, if you're going to do a musical play, that's how it's titled.
It's called musical.
It's called the musical. Okay. So
okay, no, yes, you're going to do a musical.
Yes, I'm going to do a musical. So the second coming of Nkrumah.
So the S is what confused me.
Yes, it's not supposed to be S. It's supposed to be the musical.
Thank you. Yes,
it's supposed to be
the
musical.
S confused me.
Yeah. But I think even beyond that, you may probably listening to Uncle Ken and the fact that he's a bit confused just because of the S.
A bit.
If we had the blurb or synopsis or something that is very promotional that basically captured what you was.
No, but this is the lineup that
the flyer.
Go. That's a flyer.
Yes, the flyer. You know, yes.
But then on
in the synopsis.
Yes, they have a synopsis. Yeah. They have a synopsis. I think the GT has a synopsis for almost every event. So
the musicals with the S seems anyone but Dawson baby.
Kwame, did you talk about the opening ceremony?
Please, which one?
For Latif's 3 or 4 day
that's
event.
a carnival. Yeah.
There's supposed to be a carnival.
Yeah. So
street carnival.
In other words,
opening
Uncle Ken is saying you're
please.
underselling the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like somebody is pushing.
There is going to be an opening.
I feel like speaking Ghana.
So, interestingly, we want to bring this carnival vibe. I mean, we want to, how do you call it? Is that either bring it or introduce it in a very different, unique way. Ours is African focus. So it's a carnival that will have the Maasais from Kenya, that would have the Zulus from South Africa, that will have the North Africans participate. It's a it's a festival that you would see camels on the street. Yeah. It's a festival that you see horses on the street, basically. So we are curating an African carnival that depicts our culture, that showcases our dance and music. I was speaking with my brother here. Basically, he's actually giving me a product. to plug into the African Festival. So we're
Good.
going to have a conversation on that.
Good.
I'm excited about it already. So we're going to talk about it. But yes. No, but you see, but that is actually
It should
what we lack.
represent. Yes.
Are you listening?
That is actually. That is.
Are you
actually,
listening?
That is.
Are you listening?
That is actually what we lack. And I was excited that immediately we had a conversation. I was like, look, I have a product that we can easily plug in. And once it's him, I know it's solid. So it's something we would go. But we have a massive carnival where we would invite everybody to dress African, to represent an African country, to be part of that carnival. It will be, I think
What time will that be on a Thursday?
So it's in the afternoon.
Okay,
So
afternoon.
the carnival ends at the conference center, and then there's an opening ceremony before the first show.
Before the first show.
At the end of the day, we're also giving the platform to all artists. In fact, through the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Arts and Culture and Creative Arts, we are giving a platform to all artists to showcase their product in terms of contemporary arts. It's a free slot. Though we have exhibition slots for people to pay to exhibit. When it comes to contemporary artists, we are giving a free slot for them to come there and showcase their arts.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, there's a lot more.
How much are we paying?
It's just 300 cedis a day.
Per day.
Yeah, it's 300
Every day
cedis a
is 300.
Every
That's
day
so
is 300.
cool.
So if you want to experience Don Quixote, it's 300 cedis. But the good news is that when you pay the 300 cedis, you're able to have the entire experience, which includes seeing the Nelson Mandela capture site. We are building a huge installation. For people who have not been to South Africa, this is the time you can also experience the Nelson Mandela capture site. And I mentioned earlier, for people who have not been on camels, riding the desert to the Pyramid of Giza, we have huge installation. I mean, the pyramid is bigger than this space, what we are creating at the conference center, where you can enter and listen to the story of the pyramid.
Oh, wow.
We also have the Den of History. The Den of History is created by the Shaka Zulu face, where you pass through the mouth with smokes and everything coming in. But immediately you enter the den, it's a place where you could experience the African story. So there's a maze where you go through. Each side of the maze tells an African story. But we are a bit biased when it comes to the story we are telling. We are talking about culture and tourism issues here. So we are projecting the culture and tourism of all African countries through a very interesting maze. The children are not left out. That's why the African Festival is a family-oriented event.
Awesome.
This is because when you are there to experience Don Quixote or the second coming of Nkrumah or the concert, there is a place where you could take your children. We have a very huge fan place for kids to experience. Leave them there. Let's have fun. We have the right people to take care of them, and so on and so forth. So there is huge experiences about to happen at the conference center. We say at the heart of Africa will be at the conference center, and I mentioned that earlier.
Okay.
Nice
So
one.
300 Ghana cities for each day, and then you have all the experiences that you
Kwame,
need.
me pacho
Okay.
pa. My research on Latif's festival,
Yeah.
I came across something else.
Okay.
That there's
That I
supposed
didn't
to be, yes, there's supposed to be an art market.
Oh yes, I think I mentioned.
Okay, there's supposed to be an art market that would, that is going to be curated, high vibe marketplace showcasing Africa's finest visual art, craft, design, and fashion,
Yeah.
with live music and kids studios.
Okay.
The market turns buying art into a festival,
Okay.
Yeah.
elevating artists' incomes while growing a new generation of collectors.
Yeah.
And that's important.
Okay.
You know, for the foreigners in particular who like to collect such things,
pieces,
pieces when they when they travel to different places, I think it needs to be highlighted.
Yeah. We also have
well.
about at least 19 artists registering across Africa. So from South Africa, from Nigeria, from Burkina, from Cameroon, from where?
Kenya?
No, Kenya not yet. Kenya not yet. But from Tanzania and then from Ethiopia
Okay.
too as well.
Yeah.
Ethiopia.
Okay.
So you're utilizing the whole conference center for those days. So you have various places for something. And then you're supposed to have an African food festival too.
Yes, exactly. And so we
Uncle
are it's true.
No, I love
so
that.
what we are doing basically is to collaborate with the various embassies, African embassies.
Okay.
And we did that last year. At least we had about 12 of them. This time it's expanding. They come there, they showcase the various food products and drinks from their country, so that people could have. If the essence of it is that, look, come to Ghana,
right?
Come to the heart of Africa at the conference center and experience Africa. That's basically.
Please, other times again, somebody's asking.
So it's from 12. So the festival gate opens at 12 and then it closes at 12.
Okay.
But then the headline event, which is Don Quixote, it's 2 shows a day, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m.
Okay.
The second coming of Nkrumah is also 2 shows a day, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And then the concert, it's 8 p.m. Gate opens at 7.
Okay. All right. So December, bro nyamba, and I koye den ye kodi bro nyamba. Christmas in the air. So apart from the African festival, we also have the Joy FM party in the park. Now the African festival is powered by Joy Entertainment. We are large and in charge. Now it's that exciting time of the year again. Joy FM family party in the park is back, bigger, better, and bursting with fun for everyone. So just come with the family. 26th December 2025. Then 27th, 28th, you can go to the African Festival. So we're taking over a Bree Botanical Gardens, 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. on 26th December. A day of laughter, games, music, and unforgettable memories. We have a cooking contest, sack races, dancing competitions, treasure hunts, and many other exciting activities for kids and adults alike. There's a Daddy's Corner. So we need to. There's a Ghana food village where you enjoy authentic Ghanaian food, local dishes, high life music, Jama experience. Pampa is rapping live, not forgetting Kwabena, and a lot of other artists passing through. The rate is 300 Ghana cedis for a family of 6. You can buy your tickets now. Momo number 059 3038 0593038 842. and the account name is Daniel Boyfio. Just reference your full name and add PIP. Keep your receipt for verification on 26th December at the gate. Joy FM Family Party in the Park is powered by EcoBank, Gino Fritol Jamadi Detergent Powder, M Tickets, Anomansa Beach Resort Elmina, and Doormaster. Now get ready to experience the joy, peace, and love that Christmas comes with. It is time to reconnect with family and friends as we continue to strengthen our bond. Join us to celebrate with our hearts full of Christmas joy. And I love how joy is running through joy. It's the MTN and the Festival of 9 Lessons and Carols 2025. On the bill we have Kofi Kinata, Joe Metal, Kwame Eugene, MTN Viva Voices, and other exciting performances. Come and experience Christmas like never before on Saturday, 13th of December at the Accra International Conference Center. And that is after you've come to the Joy FM's service of 9 Lessons and Carols. That is at 3 p.m. at the Labadi Beach Hotel. After that, you can go for the MTN Carols. We are killing y'all this Christmas. Plenty events. All right, so we're getting back to the conversation. Rebranding Ghana through December in GH events. An event like the African Festival is one that holds a great promise for the rebranding of GH. Yeah. But I know we have a lot more strategies to employ or deploy in this particular course. All right, let me start with Francis Doku. So we are talking about how to rebrand GH, give GH a good image, sell GH, market GH through December in GH event. How well can we do this, Francis?
Well, I think that it goes without saying that there are different, parts of your cultural, properties, if you like, that you'd want to use to, brand your destination, and music cannot be taken out of that. I think that what music has done is to lead, for most of the events that take place, is music that leads. There's gastronomy or culinary ones that have taken place. I mean, there was the Taste of Ghana, right? Yeah, event that also, gave a different experience.
The GMPC event.
Yes.
Okay.
Different experiences of things that you could have when.
Sorry, is it GIPC or GMPC?
GIPC, yeah. And all that. So, but music would always lead, I think, and offer, the most draw, if you like, because even though a lot of things would take place, even if it's a theater, production, there will be some musical aspect to it. Even if it's food gathering, I mean, like the gastro. Festival. It's festival, right? Not festival.
No, it's not festival.
No, it's not festival. It's festival.
Oh wow, it's festival.
It's festival.
You're feasting.
Yes.
Wow.
So, the gastro, yeah. Festival.
Lovely.
Yeah. The gastro festival, for example. I mean, I've seen the likes of medical, etc. coming on and all that. Yeah. So music would always be a very big part of the things we do. But I don't think that what we should do or intend to do should be rebranding. I think what we have to do is to build on the branding that we have done and look at how to properly, put the destination together more. I think the conversation around here has been that over the past 6 years, we've tried to bring everything together a lot more than we did, in the past. Yeah. And so the next steps, in my view, would be what the GTA has started in looking at how to make it real, how to let people know more about the things that we're doing in the market. And that would be using existing properties that we have. I've always said that the GTA needs to look at how to utilize its marketing budget to promote the destination a lot more. Yeah. I'll give you an example. If you take what happened between Ghana and South Africa in 2020, November 2023, 1st November, the two countries agreed to visa waiver.
Yeah.
You know, we finally signed the proposal that was made to us by South Africa after 4 years of waiting, or 4 years of pussyfooting, and yes. And over that period, so if you take October 2020 or November 2023 to November 2024, there was an increase of about 249% travel from Ghana to South Africa. You know, we do not know exactly the corresponding from South Africa to Ghana, but what happened was because South Africa had been very deliberate in making sure that they leveraged that opportunity. So they were marketing, they were putting marketing budget behind selling the destination to Ghanaians, letting them know that you could come to South Africa, and when you come, these are the things that you can do. We haven't done that. We didn't do that, you know, and we haven't up to now done that to also look at how we can benefit from there. South Africa this year also, you know, signed the visa waiver with Kenya. And now Kenya is the number one country in Africa of people who travel to South Africa. Ghana is number 2. You know, so having done that, they also try to market in that market as much as possible. And that has led to that, you know. So the point is that nothing comes by accident. You know, everything has to be deliberately done. And so we need, in my view, to one, try to look at the key destinations where we want people to come from. We have, over the years, in my view, over-relied on the USA, you know, for our arrivals. And that's natural, you know, because most of the people who come here from the USA are Africans or African American or of African origin. Yeah. And so they circle back to connect with their ancestors, you know, and all that. So it's a given market. You need to do a little to make sure that you get them in. But I think we haven't done much in other markets, you know, to try and properly look at how to diversify our source markets. We haven't pushed much in Europe. We haven't pushed much in Africa, you know, in my view, to ensure that we get some regional, you know, people coming into our destination. Nigeria is number 2 after America anyway, but apart from that, and also we know that between us and Nigeria, it's natural already. So where are we really placing, in my view, our marketing budget to make sure that we push our destination to those people? And it's important. We also said that if you look at the numbers, December has an overrepresentation of arrivals, you know, to Ghana. If you look at all the reports that we've had over the last, you know, 3 years or so, December always leads in terms of the number. And we said earlier that 150,000 people came in out of the 1.28 million that came in 2024. 150,000 came in December. I think there's a need to look at how to, you know, diversify that a bit more, so that we can have a lot more people, or people coming in other months more, so that we don't over rely on December. You know, because touch wood, if anything, I don't know what could happen, but if anything happens and in a particular year we don't have, you know, that number of, if anything could happen, it could be COVID or anything like that, but we've gone past that, thankfully. But the point is that we haven't properly looked at how to make, you know, our destination attractive in other months of the year, as we have done in December. You know, so I think if we're trying to brand or rebrand, in my view, those are some of the things that we need to look at. That's one. 2 is that we over-concentrate in Accra, you know, as things are now. You need to commend the people in Takoradi for how they have tried to market their destination with anchors, as well, around the masquerade, you know, things that happen in that particular. That's something that they've done, and they've also been able to take a lot of the people who arrive, or even people within Ghana who want to travel to different places during December. Other areas haven't been that, you know, fortunate to make sure that they also get that kind of traffic that comes into the market. So, and I think it goes to what Latif said earlier, that, and I think it's something that we have trumpeted over the years, that it is not just that people are coming here to party, or it shouldn't be that people are coming here just to come and party in Accra and go back. What are the things? How do we, take advantage of the coming, even if we are going to focus on December, to make sure that they benefit more, or the economy benefits more from their coming than just that party thing that happens? It's good. People should come and party. But beyond that, how do we make sure that it reflects more in the tourism, it reflects more in the culture, it reflects more beyond just the national capital?
What are the other viable options?
There are. We need to look at how to improve our tourism attraction beyond just parties. So we have beach, we have so many.
There are beach parties.
Yeah, there are some beach parties, but it's still party. What about?
Or maybe you agree with KOD by saying we should encourage more summits and business conferences.
No, I don't agree with him. Summit business. People shouldn't come here for summit in December. I'm feeling that they should have a lot more experience in tourism than just party. So I think
when you look at the December and GH calendar, the first page, they've written festivals, music, business conferences as part of the experiences.
Which conferences are we talking about?
Business conferences.
Like which ones?
Like those who attend, they know.
But that's just one. How many people out of, even if 200,000 people come, how many people would be attending a summit?
Okay, that's true.
Maybe they have their market. I don't know.
No, my view is that yes, it shouldn't be in December that you invite people to come in. That's why we should let it be across the years. Around December, let them have an experience in different parts of. If they come here 1 week, I'm spending 1 week. What do I have to do beyond just attending a party in Accra? Could we partner, I don't know, with the Tour Operators Union to say that in December, what kind of packages can we do? And these are the things that we do, so that if we do that marketing and people come, they know that there are things beyond just, going to the beach or going to party, and all that. But there are other tours that they can take, so that taxi driver, that Uber driver, that person who's cooking, that beyond just Accra, will get benefits. So the point I'm making is that what we are doing is good, but it needs to now percolate down to make sure that it goes to more people than just those few, things that happen in Accra. That's one. Two, I've said two.
No, you said two. I
think this is.
You are 5 now.
I think this is 4. 4. We have said, and I just want to also trumpet that 1.2 million people arriving in Ghana is small for a destination like ours, a destination that is so blessed in terms of geographical location, in terms of things that are attractive, in terms of the fact that of all the forts and castles in Africa, colonial forts and castles in Africa, we have about 60% of them here. How do we take advantage of those things to make sure that we get a bigger chunk of arrivals than we have? The likes of the previous leadership of the GTA, like Mr. Kwesi Ajiman and the team, have done well. They did well to a certain extent, to the point that last year we were able to get 1.2 million, which is an increase of a certain percentage, 7% or so on the previous number. But we need to move it forward. I think Mami A-Z and the team at the GTA now to look at how to move it forward beyond where we are now. Is there?
Mami Efua.
You said Mami A-Z.
Mami Efua, what
forgive me. Sorry, Mami Efua, forgive me. Mami A-Z, the mechanic saying.
But I am Mami A-Z.
Who?
Are you asking me? I'm Mami A-Z.
Well, I think I know a few Mami A-Zs. So the point I'm making is that we need to look at how to increase the numbers a bit more, and that will come from, as I mentioned, the marketing that we put behind what we have now. We started, but I think we need to find a way to increase it more and move it beyond just December.
Okay, number 5. Sorry. Robert Sklar.
Yes.
How do we market Ghana better during December in GH?
Yeah, you see, because when you're marketing, you have to market a product. And the question here is, what is the product, or what's the product offering? So the first thing you have to do is to work on your product offering, because then when people come, as has been the case, over a period of time, then you feel like, okay, so if the offering I'm getting is not enough, but I'm spending X amount of money, and I have global attention for my $5,000 or my $2,000, then I'm asking myself, where's the best place that I can spend my money? You know, if there's a certain Dubai calling me for futuristic things and experiences that are well curated, and I know I have X number of things to go through, and there is also maybe a certain South Africa calling me, and once I get there, I'll get a bit of culture. I'll go to what's it called, Cradle of Humankind. Cradle of Humankind, or I'll go to Lesedi Village, or I'll go to several places, and they'll still give me a piece of Africa, Table Mount, all of the elements. Then you are asking yourself, where should I best spend my cash? You understand? So the first thing we need to do is not necessarily the first, but I think that we need to review what we have as our competitive advantage. And one of such things really is our heritage. We have political and we have cultural heritage. Political wise, there's a reason why all of the fathers of Pan-Africanism came to Ghana. We need to be able to capture that particular story, package it, sell it, or talk about it in such a way that people would always want to connect.
Like all Latif is doing for African Festival.
That speaks to it.
Yeah.
But we need to find a way to reenact some of these elements. And that's why you can see the huge numbers with respect to Nkrumah's mausoleum, the Kwame Nkrumah mausoleum, and the numbers. I think it's number
every
one right now
year.
in terms of
it's number one,
visitation. Yeah, so these are some of the things we need to be able to project. And why not even make it bigger? Why did Martin Luther King come? What's the conversation around it? Maya Angelou and all those folks who came, the freedom fighters,
Marcus Garvey,
and all of these folks. We need to be able to highlight it and say, okay, so how do we label it? Should we call it the home of Pan-Africanism or something so huge, so big that in Africa you feel like it becomes an act of pilgrimage? You must, if you are really for the African liberation, then you must have visited Nkrumah's mausoleum, just so that you can get that whole thing. So that's like increasing your offering, all right? And then we have the festivals as well. And when I say first, I mean like the real festival, the festival that sits on culture.
Yeah, the traditional festivals.
Good traditional festivals, because at the end of the day, it speaks to who we are as a people, why we do the things we do, and everything is woven into these elements. How do we package these elements as well and sell them, across board? The other bits, Francis mentioned the forts and castles, and we can't run away from them. These are some of the things that we need to be able to project. So for me, once we have introduced or once we've increased our product offering, let's not sit on it, sell it. What are we doing with the cultural attaches? I think there was a recent conversation about it being reinstituted.
Oh, okay. Really?
Is it?
Yeah, they were scrapped.
They were scrapped
a few years ago.
Yeah, and if it is still scrapped, it will be one of the things that we can focus on, bringing back, so that we are working together with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, because you are in different countries and you find a way to be able to project. What are we doing with the Ghana festivals across the world? I know there's a Ghana festival in South Africa. There's another festival in US. There are different festivals that are connected to Ghana. And these family good.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of young people of Ghanaian descent who usually come to Ghana during December. We need to be able to find ways and means to attract them to keep coming. That we have to do. So these are things we need to plug in. Now, I also want to find out what happened to the previous ways of promotion. All the full circle folks who came, the Boris Kujo and co who visited.
I think their coming was a prelude to
the year. It was the year of return bit. Yes, but beyond that, then what?
Happens, yeah.
Because you see, one of the key elements about anybody who is into sales is not just about the one-time selling; it's about retention. And so, what are we doing? Like, what's the plan in terms of if somebody comes here, are they just coming and going, or they are coming and we find a way to engage them consistently? So maybe investments. But so you came here for entertainment, or you came here for trying to understand your history, your heritage, and then you find a connection. So Steve Harvey came, and then after that, what? he's got so much money in, investing in different things. Have we been able to find ways and means to be able to ensure that there's constant conversation that leads to some investments? So yes, let the people come all the same, but let's find ways and means to have conversations that can take us forth. And I think that beyond all of these things, there are things that we stand like that represents Ghana, the nation. So do people come here and they experience a bit of the gold of the Gold Coast? We are known for
and a bit of the cocoa.
We are known for cocoa.
Yes.
Do we?
The second biggest.
Exactly. So those who are not able to go to Ivory Coast because they can't speak French, they will come to Ghana. So Ghana will still be their first. What are we doing? Do you come to Ghana and experience cocoa, or when you come here, coffee is still number one? You understand?
Yeah.
When you're supposed to go on cocoa break. So quite a number of things that we need to be able to weave into the space, so that when people come, you're like, oh, this is. I think there's a company that has a pendant of some sort, and they're trying to get people to have a piece of Ghana. Anytime they have that kind of thing. But these are the things that we need to be able to factor in. But I think that for me, the promotion has to really be deliberate and intentional. The homogeneity in Africa is huge, and if you don't project yourself intentionally, you will not be known. The miseducation about Africa is also so huge that you need to erase people's perception about what they have been programmed to think of Africa when it's not really who we are as a people. And so we need to be able to do that. And the benefits are huge if we are able to project ourselves positively.
Robert, I would come to you to tell me about the gastro festival.
What are you saying like that?
The gastro
festival.
Yeah. I'll come to you. So you prepare your comment on that, how important it is for the December NG. In the meantime, George Bosompim is PR of GAFTA, and he has joined us online. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, brother. How are you doing?
We're fine. How about you?
Surviving, man.
How are we celebrating the Christmas?
Oh, so, a lot of events around and all that. And I'm happy about what you're discussing today, because
have you bought please wait, have you bought any goat hanging somewhere?
Lots of parties around.
All right, let's go straight to the point. So we're looking at how we can market December and GH events more to mirror a very good image for Ghana.
Yes, I think that's what I'm saying, that it's a very good thing we're discussing today.
Yes, sir.
Very, very important to the nation as a whole, not just event organizers. It's also very important that we place our agencies and our ministries, in a good way that they could gather something like some data. Because all these things that we're talking about, we need data to work with. I would have been very happy if at the end of it all, we could say that, okay, these are the number of people who entered Ghana, this is where they went to, all the demographics are there. We have all the analytics to show who that is. And then we can also talk about the value chain and talk about the ecosystem and what happened. So how much money got into this country, how much money people spend, the economies, the small economies that they entered. So, for instance,
George, I think the GTA has been doing well, at least by providing figures over the years, for the past 3 years or so.
Yeah, but we need more than that. But I'm just saying that then we can make our case to, let's say, the government and say that, look, this is how much we rake in. And so in terms of budget allocation, let's get more than that. You understand? Because if you look at the budget that was read, and look at where we were placed in terms of tourism and all those, you understand what I'm trying to talk about. Yeah. We need to go beyond that and make a case for ourselves and say that, okay, film, when people came by, this is what film contributed, this is what music contributed, this is what culinary stuff contributed, this is what fashion contributed. So that big thing is what I'm talking about. And then we have the different demographics, the youth, where were they? Where were the older folks? And what all those things, that mix. But I'm happy that we are having this conversation because there's all that mix in there. The music, the fashion, and all those. The festivals that we are talking about, the African festival like this by Latif is a very big one. That one that you can have drama, you can have music, all sorts of things in there. In the same way we talk about Anklebo in the festival of PSI and those things. So it's good that we are having this kind of conversation. But I'm saying that let's go beyond that. Let's market the nation in a way that we can get more than what we are getting now. And it's not just only foreigners. I think we should also look at internally what are our own people doing in terms of investing in these kind of things. And then what investment would government really put forward and say this is what we are using to do? Because of course, the thing like the Black Star experience is good. It's good. But how much are they planning to put in based on the data that we have? And so that's what my concern is. That we should be able to direct government to say that, look, this is how much came in, this is how much went to this particular sector and that kind of thing. And so why don't you help us so that we can bring more? And that's my concern.
That's a powerful submission right there. George Bosompem is PRO of GAFTA, and he's talking about numbers. We should revamp the research tools, and let's get more data. Robert, okay, so let me come to you again, and then tell us about the Gastro Festival and how this is how this is really pushing the image of Ghana during this season. All right. Rob?
Yes, so that the Gastro Festival, the fact that it has to do with everything in connection with you trying to get the best of meals to eat, best of meals to cook and eat essentially. But then again, your question is where are you sourcing it from? We have to be interested in the pipeline, because if you are not, then that becomes one of the biggest problems you would ever face. Food security, you can never overthink that particular aspect. I think our understanding of the space is the fact that when it comes to food, in as much as it's central, we have a situation where most people are no longer focusing on it. Young people are not seeing it as a cool area of venture, and there's a need for people to rethink or get into this particular space to understand that yes, they need to be interested in this particular space, because really that's what takes care of who we are as a people. When you hear about pepper being imported and all of that, they ask yourself what are we doing with the arable lands that we have. So essentially what we are doing with respect to the festival, the Gastro Festival, is have two things combined. The first part is the knowledge center, where we have the serious conversations about what is happening to the value chain within the agri-business space. So from farm to table, we're discussing all the various components or various elements of the value chain to understand what the problems are and how we can augment them. And then we also want to have the fun part, which is the food consumption, together with all the fanfare that goes along with it. So it's already started. Today is where we began today, and the conversation so far has been great. As I speak to you right now, there's a business pitch going on by some young folks who have incredible ideas that they are pitching for funding and support and incubation experience. And as I speak to you, it's happening right now. And yes, and then after that, we are going to, of course, the fun continues all the way through to the evening. And tomorrow, we are going to have that same experience, but we are going to have artists who are going to crown the experience in terms of, we have Sina Soul, we have the comedians from Foster Romanus to Parrot's Mouth to Lexi the Comic, Medical, Kojo Black, etc. So they are going to handle the fun component while we are having that kind of chilling. But for me, what is really important is the fact that the conversations are real. And we need to be able to get to the point where we have younger people taking more interest when they're thinking of what would you like to be in the future. You want to hear something like, I want to be an agribusiness personality. Those are the things you're not hearing, and I think that it's about time we did that. And the experience itself has led us to bringing people together that we really never knew were there, like the food vloggers and all of that, playing their role in terms of projecting and promoting the space. And it's been amazing so far, and I think that's one of the biggest and most fulfilling projects we've ever worked on, and I just can't wait to have everybody participate. So yes, if you're out there, you want to have fun, you want to eat, please join us. Today you can go and eat. Tomorrow we are still having fun and we are eating. It's happening at La Palm, the Palms Convention Center at La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. And from tomorrow 12 o'clock you can join us if you can't join us today.
All right. And then get ready.
Your African food is there.
Get ready to experience the joy, peace, and love that Christmas comes with. It's the MTN Festival of 9 Lessons and Carols 2025. On the bill, Kofi Kinata, Joe Metal, Kwame Eugene, MTN and Viva Voices, and other exciting performances happening on the 13th of December 2025 at 7 p.m. Tomorrow is Pentecost hour. The chairman will be on exactly 1:30 p.m. on Joy 99.7 FM. Latif, okay. So let's talk about if you want to have a bite of the conversation, maybe 1 minute of what to do to make sure that we sell Ghana better through December G8 events, and then you tell us where to get tickets for African Festival.
Let me divide my 1 minute into 3. The first part, the first part of the 1 minute,
3 seconds,
is to say a big congratulations to Ibrahim Mahama.
Okay.
First African to top the annual Art Power List.
Yes.
That
yes.
is a big deal.
It's
you know
a
why?
big
And you know
deal.
why it's a big deal? Check the number 2. The number 2 is Sheikh Mayasa. He is the founder, chair of Qatar Museums.
Oh, okay. Qatar.
And check number 3. Number 3 is the founder of the Sharjah Art Foundation. Sharjah Art Foundation in Dubai is one of the biggest foundations in the world.
Okay.
So if Ibrahim Mahama has topped the Qatar man and has topped the Sharjah man, then this is... I'm telling you, the UAE and Qatar combined, they are big spenders when it comes to art.
Yeah.
So for him to be able to top these people and be number 1 on the power
It's like a
list,
musician winning a Grammy.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
This is a big deal. So I thought that, okay, that's 15 seconds gone.
Sharp.
Now, again, back to what I said earlier. For us to be able to really sell, we need to add up the art and science of corporate marketing
Great.
to whatever activities we have. Let's package it, use the Black Star experience as one of our major outlets, package it well, and sell it as a nation, as a national tool
Okay.
for attracting tourists and then potential investors into the country. I think that's basically what
Uncle Ken.
Yes.
Let's talk about Dirty December and December in GH. So KOD says he's not a fan of Dirty December, and people are dragging him on social media.
Comprehension. I think it's a matter of comprehension.
Yeah.
Because, like I said before, there's never been any government communication as Dirty December.
No.
It's always been December in GH.
Yes.
Dirty December, like you've been trying to tell people on Facebook.
Is that the woman me cry?
It's simply a matter of the Gen Zs coining
Yeah.
the period that way. And they're entitled to coin it that way.
Yeah.
But that does not make it, official. So if KOD is with the Diaspora and Affairs.
Yes, he is.
His main interest is getting people to come and do business
Yeah, from
in
the
this
diaspora.
country. So if you throw Dirty December to him as something, he will rebuff and
Speaker
tell
of
you
Parliament.
But he
Bagman
didn't
also.
mean the name. It wasn't the response to whatever question was.
Yeah.
Was not the name. It's the activities that happened.
Are you sure it was, he took it as the name?
Because the
He
reporter was
took
like,
it as the name.
are you replacing Dirty December with Black Star Experience? That was the question the guy asked him. And then he said, no, me personally, I'm not a fan of Dirty December.
Maybe it's the way he put it.
No, but I think that the explanation followed, and he said he would rather an experience that goes beyond the
Beyond the fun.
Right.
Yes.
So
And then he
And
mentioned
that's
the
what
Diaspora
happened.
Summit as, some people come in here to have
Right.
summit. That's what he said, to explain why he's not a fan of Dirty December.
Right. Yeah. Kwame, that's how I saw it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'd like to go on to a text message sent by
Okay.
one of our listeners.
Okay.
And his issue is how the authorities plan to address the challenging sanitation, indiscipline, and invasion of the streets by hawkers while promoting all these December events. Very important.
Yeah, very important. But unfortunately, we don't have any person in leadership here to give us answers.
Exactly. And he didn't put his name out there.
I think he also mentioned the attic.
And he also
What they're
mentioned
doing
the
to-
attic that ever since he got burnt down, we haven't had any.
We will find
update.
answers to you for you. Okay, we will,
And I
we will
think
speak to
he's
the
also talking
right
to Latif about giving him dates,
Yeah, he mentioned that.
times.
Yeah, he mentioned that.
And he
was
mentioned
giving
that.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So let me do 30 seconds each if you want to shout at somebody or you want to say hi to somebody special, your last words.
So I'll tell you mine.
Yes.
Mine is it's not really a shout out. Mine is the fact that if we want to promote and invite guests to come to our home, let's clean our home. It's very simple. It's a pure Ghanaian value.
Okay.
We want to invite people to come to our home. Let's clean our home. Where do we want them to go to? Let's put the streets there.
Okay.
Who is supposed to feed them? Let's just do the house cleaning and make sure that things are in proper place before we invite these folks. Well,
Thank
before
you.
we start inviting them, but let's do that cleaning.
30 seconds up.
Alongside, So thank you very much.
Uncle Doku.
Well, I think that we're on a trajectory as a destination, but I feel we need to do more in terms of how we market and how we bring everything together, and also kind of diversify the events and activities beyond just the big part or end of the year. We're doing well, but I think we can do better than we have done.
Okay. Let me go to Latif.
Yeah. Definitely, I would invite people to the African Festival.
Sharp.
Because you know what? I didn't even mention where you can get tickets. I saw.
Yes, I said you should say that.
You can go to the website, theafricanfestival.com.
Okay.
Or you can call 0571 900 900, and you can get tickets to have an African experience.
Thank you very much, Uncle Ken.
I just realized the Gastro Festival, it's free.
Okay.
Yeah, it's free. So please, tomorrow they can come 12 o'clock. It's free.
All right. And again,
But you have to buy your food.
Yeah, you have, of course.
But I mean,
there's no free music. Uncle Ken. Let's hear you, Uncle Ken. Your last word.
Kwame, have fun during the Yuletide.
Yeah.
Just take care of yourself.
No, he's advising because the activity, the events have started, so he's advising. Yeah.
Have fun, look after yourself, obey all rules and regulations, and make sure you stay safe.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you so much for listening. My name is Kwame Dadzie. The show was produced by Philip Nye, supported by Anita Kweku Emisa, and the show was sponsored by MTN Everywhere You Go Superstar Multi-Fruit Drink. We are back next 2 weeks, okay? Next week we are going for the carol service at Laba.